about health and wellness with our very special guest, Shakila Bano, who has joined me and given her precious time to me today. And we've already had some questions. So we have a very lovely, actually, comment from Shumaila Sayed. Hi Shakila, thanks for the info.
Thank you.
So that's from Shumaila Sayed. Thank you very much, Shumaila, for giving that kind comment. And then we've got a Sayed Jan Mohammed Himmed. Sorry ma'am, what is the program about? So Mr. Sayed Jan Mohammed Himmed, thank you for your question. The program is about health and well-being, and it's about some of the services that Solutions for Health, part of public health in Peterborough, city of Peterborough within the United Kingdom, are offering for the health and wellness of other people. So don't hesitate to call us on 01733 602 133 or text or WhatsApp on 07745 278 978. And apart from that, you can comment on the Facebook Live as well. So before the break, Sister Shakila, we were talking about these various clinics, and we were talking about the fact that referrals do need to increase from GP colleagues. We do need to be filling out the forms, and your clinics need to be full.
Yeah,
don't
you do.
they?
Yeah, all GPs have this referral form that they can fill in, and they can fax in, and they can send in as well. So it's important, but we find that a lot of GPs don't know about these forms.
Yes, like I said, that I'm confusing them with another form that has actually surfaced. And I was looking at it and thinking, oh, which is why I brought the information across with me. But you very rightly said that actually, Shabina, it's this form. And I should have known that better because I just did a clinic here a couple of months ago and I was using the same form. So definitely that's one thing that we're going to tackle when I go back to my surgery, to say, hey, let's get those forms into action. So it's about trying to join these classes, listeners and brothers and sisters, and trying to get your weight and your well-being into shipshape. There is no excuse for it. We can't be waiting for any cousins' weddings anymore so that you look perfect. You have to look perfect all the time. We are blessed. The fact of the matter is that we do have a very rich culture, and what we do need to do is we need to look after ourselves. We need to enjoy the positive attributes of the culture. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my headphones on right now just to see if there's any messages at all that need to come through. So basically what I think we're going to talk about are the services that have come about. Yeah,
we're not part of the Healthy Peterborough team, not the public health team, but it's the Healthy Peterborough team. Okay, so we've got the Let's Get Healthy program, which is a program for children.
All right.
So, yeah, it's a free healthy lifestyle club running in schools and community centres. The locations are being arranged at the moment, but we've already done these programmes at the Glaston Park Community Centre, and we're going to be running them in schools as well in the future. So they're going to start in September.
Oh, they're going to start in... Why not in the school holidays when we need them?
Because they're off in Pakistan, or they're doing something else, or they've got all these...
I've got 4
they take
kids.
the time
they're not
off.
in Pakistan, they're here. They need to get healthy.
yeah, they definitely do.
So it's called Let's Get Healthy, is it?
It's called Let's Get Healthy. It's the age ranges, so we have one program for the 4 to 6 year olds.
Yeah.
That's beginning on the 12th of September.
12th of September.
It's going to start at 4 o'clock until 5:15. It runs for 6 weeks, and the parents attend the entire session with their child.
Okay.
But you don't have to be a parent of the child. You can be a guardian or a grandparent or whatever. But if you want to exercise, if you want to learn about, nutrition and everything and how to lead this healthier lifestyle, they can be anybody, any child that is age 4 to 6, just grab them, bring them along.
4 to 6?
Yeah, 4 to 6 year olds for that program. So if you want to, improve as well, you can bring them along, and then you get all the education as well. The other program is for children between the age of 7 to 12. That begins on the 20th of September. Okay. That will also be from 4 o'clock until 5:15.
Right.
That runs for 10 weeks.
Okay.
But in this one, the parents sort of only attend for the last 20 minutes of these sessions. There's no other criteria for joining apart from the age.
What do they do in that?
So basically, we have workshops including learning about sugary drinks, food swapping for healthier snacks, making smoothies, blindfolding the children, and just feeding them fruit and vegetables. And you won't realize how much children don't like the look of things, and they won't taste them.
Those are the sharp fussy eaters, aren't
they? One time when I had to do all the, I had to cut the fruit, I actually added in lemons. It was really interesting because I thought it was, it was supposed to be fun. It was fun, but a couple of them said, we really enjoy those lemons, we're just going to have it on its own. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
But they wouldn't have it at home?
No, they wouldn't.
Oh, you little ones, honestly. The amount of fussy eaters that we see, Sister Shakila, in general practice is immense. So this is, for you sisters and brothers, a really good opportunity to take your children along, the 7 to 9 year olds. 7 to 9 year olds.
No, 4 to 6 year olds that you can attend with the child. But the 7 to 12 year olds, you come in for the last 20 minutes. So you don't get the physical activity, you don't get the exercise, but you will sit in for the nutritional advice and the workshops and everything. You can help with all this, knowing about sugary drinks and food, and it's all based around the children.
Right.
And there's also activities and games such as parachute games and shuttle races, but I've also run these programs, and we've got dodgeball, and we've got a little bit of twist to it, not like PE, like you'd think that it's a bit like PE at school, but isn't. We've got our own little twist to it. So you've got dodgeball, you've got basketball, we've got stuff like rounders. So loads of different little circuits that we do, like mini circuits, like as if you're in a gym as well. And we do something called NEAT, so that non-exercise activity time. So where they don't have to actually be doing any sort of structured exercise, but how can they burn calories, or how can they be active without structured exercise, just at home.
That's brilliant. And obviously I'm going to put my GP hat on now and ask you the different questions. Now, you did say that a guardian can take them along, but obviously due diligence is paid to the fact that forms filled out to make sure responsible.
Oh, yes, definitely.
CRB checked, obviously?
Yes, they are. Yes, we are.
That's great. So that's just to say that, because it is a question that can sometimes come up. So that's wonderful that you can provide that service.
Well, you can't just grab anybody off the street
and take them in.
You've got to be a guardian of theirs. Yes, it's got to be something.
So forms are going to be filled out. Registration takes place.
Oh, yes, definitely on the first day. There's loads of form filling on the first day. We do say it's a bit, niggly and everything, but it's a fiddly, but we sort of start about 15-20 minutes or something like that. But
right, that's great.
Right,
So listeners, you have to get your children 12th of September. Come 12th of September, they would have had a really long rest because of the 6-week holiday, so you have to get them into some type of exercise regime. And it's good to start from those foundations, because it's good to educate the children at a very young age about the importance of good health.
But they need to call that number and be referred onto it. So self-refer as well.
The
GPs refer. You have to call that number and do it now, because they're going to be filled in. This is the 894540.
Right.
So you have to call in, and you have to put their names in, and that's why you're going to be definitely on the program. And because it's free.
Yeah.
Because it's free, you know what's going to happen.
Oh my goodness. So if it's free, and kids, if you're listening, because sometimes it can happen that if mum is making the tea for you right now, or, you're ready to eat dinner, just say to them, Mum, Dr. Kiyum says I need to be attending these classes. Like, seriously, you do have to. They are free of charge. Do get your mums and dads to call on that number, 01733 894 540. And I know that my kids are going to badger me when I go back home that, Mummy, you're telling the whole of Peterborough to register their kids. What about us? So if I can set an example and say, well, actually, I will put my children's names down, then I'm looking forward to seeing many of you come September as well. From 4 to 6 o'clock. Honestly, it's going to be wonderful. The days are going to be still light. They'll get out. They'll get some oxygen into their lungs. It will be great. So please, yes, do phone up that number.
So that's the 4 to 6 year olds. It's 12th of September. The 7 to 12 year olds is on the 20th of September. That's the start date, but you have to phone in and put your name down on the list now.
How long
right
does it?
Now.
Yes, right now.
It's an office number, so wait until tomorrow.
Yeah, you can do it tomorrow as well. How long did the courses last for?
So the 4 to 6 year old ones is for 6 weeks, and the 7 to 12 year old one is 10 weeks.
Oh, okay. So they're
very interactive and fun sessions.
Great. That's wonderful.
I've delivered a few.
Brilliant.
And they're really good. Yeah.
That's brilliant. And this is not a childcare facility, just to make you all aware.
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got to get that point out. What are the other services? So we've spoken about Let's Get Healthy. We've spoken about the facilities within GP surgeries. Talk to me about the other facilities. You've got so much going on at the moment, which is wonderful. And this is all free of charge, listeners. So there is absolutely no excuse whatsoever.
None. There is something for everybody.
Yes. So Sister Shakila is going to tell us, we've done Let's Get Healthy. Could you tell me a little bit about your Let's Get Moving program?
Oh, Let's Get Moving. So this is a free exercise only program. So this is for adults who want to increase their physical activity. It runs for 8 weeks. Okay. And again, all of these programs I'm going to be talking about, please ring. So even if you don't remember any of the details, please remember the phone number. Okay. And then you can call in and then we'll give you more information. But you need to call now because we need to put people on these programs. And they're going to be, you know, like you want to have a turn in there. You don't want to be next year until you can get back on. You can get on another program.
No, that's not good enough.
So yes, it's got to be now.
We need to have it now.
Got to be motivated. Okay, so it runs for 8 weeks, and we sort of monitor the weight at the beginning and at the end. They don't have to, because it's all about physical activity. It's about being, moving more, less of the sedentary lifestyle. It can be freestanding or chair-based. So if somebody thinks that, that I can't exercise, we can do separate sessions where are chair-based exercises, or we can push them with the freestanding, but it's still going to be around their medical conditions and everything. So that's open to anybody. So people with issues, problems, any conditions. You still have to be GP. We have to have the consent of the GP if you've got some serious medical conditions or long term. Do we have to fill out a form as GPs for you? We will send, if they're self-referred, then we'll send a GP referral form to the client, who will then take it to their GPs, and any health professional can stamp it and say they're okay to exercise. Sure. But it's very important for those clients. We do need that consent. Please do it on time, because we've just done one whole load of sessions, and there was quite a few who didn't get the forms back, so we can't really work with anybody. Yes, we can put them on the next ones, but they were really motivated to start then, and what happens. I've just finished one Let's Get Moving program, and it was sort of a pilot because it was me speaking in the Urdu Punjabi language, and all the clients were Asian, South Asian, or if you speak Punjabi, Gujarati, Hindi, what else? Who else can understand Urdu or the Punjabi language? Punjabi. Then you've got Pashto as well. Yes. They can sort of understand the language as well. Yeah. So they, what feedback I got from them was was truly amazing. They just said, I did not pay them to write the feedback, to tell you that much. But they were like saying that we now understand what we've got to do. Yeah. So when you're in a group of people and it's in English or in a different language, they couldn't really understand why they had to do the things that they were asked to do. But now they could truly understand, so they want to be put on the Shape Up for Life, which is what we're going to talk about afterwards. Yeah. But yes, that was one of the programs, and hopefully there'll be another program of Asian, of that language. It'll be females only, though. Okay. But yes, if you want to, if you think that you can't speak English or you don't understand English, come to me. I'm one of them. I'm one of the trainers on the Let's Get Moving program. We've got 2 others. We've got Yasmin, and we've got Sonia as well. Okay, so we've got two others as well. That's brilliant. This can be, sorry, go on. What I was going to say is that for our non-English speaking brothers and sisters who are listening as well, जिनको अंग्रेज़ी नहीं आती है, कमज़ोर हैं, आपको फ़िक्र करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि ये क्लासेस हर किसी के लिए हैं. और अभी जो शकीला बहन बता रही हैं कि काफ़ी लोग इनके पास जाते हैं इन क्लासेस के लिए, और काफ़ी फ़ीडबैक बहुत अच्छा दिया गया है. तो एक्सरसाइज की जहाँ अगर आपको जो भी मसला हो, आप चेयर बेस्ड बैठे बिठाए भी एक्सरसाइज और वर्जिश कर सकते हैं, और खड़े हुए भी आप कर सकते हैं. तो आप बिल्कुल जो है आइएगा, और अपने जीपी से रेफरल फॉर्म आपको चाहिए होगा. और लेकिन अगर कुछ भी याद ना हो तो वो नंबर जो इन्होंने दिया है 01733894540, उसके ऊपर आप ज़रूर फ़ोन कीजिएगा, और फिर आपको उस लिस्ट के ऊपर लेट्स गेट मूविंग की लिस्ट के ऊपर रख दिया जाएगा.
Yeah. So what was the next?
So it's either mixed gender or single sex as well.
Okay.
This program is approved by GPs and delivered at a range of community settings in Peterborough by qualified instructors. For those individuals who are inactive or living with a long-term condition as well, so that, you know, that this has to be approved by the GPs. The criteria is you have to be aged over 16. You must be suitable for exercise. It is suitable for people with with obesity, hypertension, diabetes, mental health, asthma, COPD, high cholesterol, arthritis, but you have to get the consent from your GP. But all these people are included as well. So I said, there's something for everybody.
There is.
Something for everybody.
And there's still more to come, my goodness.
There's more to come.
You know, we're so lucky in Peterborough, brothers and sisters. Honestly, with all of this free, it is a service that is crying out to help people with diabetes and heart disease. You have to take responsibility of your health. There is absolutely no excuse for it whatsoever. And these are just 3 programs that Sister Shakila has spoken about, and there's many more to come. What's our next one?
Okay. The next one is the Wellness Coach.
Okay.
This is our one-to-one. You have free 6 sessions. It's not that we give you free 6 sessions and then we start charging you for this one-to-one program. It is just totally, you get 6 sessions. Totally free. You can either take the sessions every 2 weeks or a month. So like, there's so many different types of people. Like we said, they work very differently. You'll have some people with learning difficulties. They might take a little bit longer to understand, but we're still there. We're motivated. We're there to help everybody that walks through the door. So they can be fortnightly or monthly to suit your needs. So we provide people with information, support and encouragement to help them work towards realistic targets. They're really realistic. It's not the same for anybody. So it's regarding eating healthily, increasing physical activity, managing weight, stopping smoking, and other health and well-being goals. We help decide what changes the individual would like to make and how to make those changes. We help them along that way. We work out a plan to incorporate these changes into their everyday life. We deal with the difficulties, the triggers, the barriers, the obstacles along the way. And then we also, they have access to other specialist services. So if one person is on the health trainer, is on the wellness coach clinic, and then it's not that they can't go to any of the other ones, and they can then be referred to the signposted to the Let's Get Healthy program. Once they've done the Let's Get Healthy, they can be on the Shape Up for Life, which is what we're going to talk about in the end. We've got the Stop Smoking services, so you can access
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Now, the program that you're just speaking about just now, which was the Wellness Coach. What could you describe your typical patient client? Would it be an Asian lady who is overweight, for example, comes to a GP or says, "Oh, putter main chal nahi sakti"? What would it be? Who is that typical patient?
It's anybody who wants to make a change in their life, to do with healthy eating, to do with the smoking, to do with the exercise, and like we said, any health or well-being goals. It could be anybody who walks through the door, but they have to be 16.
Right.
Right.
Over.
Yes. Or 16 and over. Yes. Yeah. So they have to. That's the only criteria with that.
Fair enough.
But yes, it's confidential. You sit there and we chat about what they want to eat. It's like I was saying, for a lot of people, being healthy means a lot of different things. It's not the same for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's about finding the motivation.
And it's not just stopping where they see you, it's about implementing that at home when they come back as well. It's
those 167 hours I was talking about.
Absolutely. So that they can become fit and look like yourself. Nice and presentable, which is so important. So with smoking cessation, I'm quite familiar with that I send quite a lot of patients through.
Okay.
The reason why I know I send a lot of patients through is that I then become bombarded with the prescriptions to give out as well for the nicotine patches and the Nicorette inhalators, and I'm thinking, I have to keep on looking back to say, oh gosh, how many cartridges was that again? So I know that my number's quite good with that, so that's good. Yeah. And it's for anybody that wants to stop smoking. And just to make you aware that smoking is the #1 cause of heart disease within the Southeast Asian population. We do smoke a lot, and we shouldn't, and it needs to stop. Smoking is poison. Okay.
There's your shisha in there, there's your hookah in there, there's females who do smoke as well, but not a lot of people know they can come and access the programs. Like we said, it's all confidential.
Yeah.
No one will know what you're there for.
Absolutely.
You know, they're called wellness clinics. You could be there for whatever reason. So anybody can turn up as long as they're over 16.
My goodness.
Yeah, and you're 4 times more likely to quit when you've got help from and the support of one of the trained advisors, and we're loads of us. There's loads of us.
Loads of us, and they're
everywhere.
all so lovely as well.
Yes.
I did an interview last year with Elaine and with your other
Cheryl,
colleagues as well, Cheryl, and they were such lovely ladies. And that's one of my words that I use when I'm seeing my patients is, go on, you know you want to. Oh, they're so lovely. You'll want to keep on seeing them again and again, and it's so true. And they do give it a thought. But the fact of the matter is that because of the way that you come across to these patients is half the battle won.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to stop smoking.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I just add that in because I've never smoked before. But it's difficult to bring it away. A lot of people attribute going back and smoking to stress, to responsibilities.
Yes.
I've had quite a few patients of small children who smoke and say, oh, you know, I stopped for 3 days and then something happened, or my child was unwell and it stressed me out so much and I went back on. It's about, like you say, with the other health and wellness programs that you have, and with smoking, to come off it is one thing, but to stay off it is another thing as well. It's with the weight as well.
Yeah.
You know, to get the weight off is one thing, to keep it off is
completely another. We can balance it out. If they're there because they're worried about their weight, then we can work with that as well.
Absolutely.
Alongside that as well. I mean, I was it was a Stoptober event last year, and I can remember talking to somebody who was walking past, and I said, oh, you know, that, can I ask if you smoke? He goes, yes. I said, would you like to stop? He said, no, and you'll get a lot of that.
Yeah.
But then, like a minute later, he comes back and he goes, do you know what? I do want to stop smoking.
That's brilliant.
I never thought of it before. I mean, he didn't even notice our van outside, but just because we just said that, and he goes, do you know what? I want to quit. And we had quite a few people like that, and that's what makes
amazing. It's just
makes you feel motivation.
Good. Absolutely. So well done you for bringing this to this community radio station, which is here for the community. You know, we're truly here for the community and to be addressing these problems. And obviously I'm wary of time, and we have spoken about let's get healthy, let's get moving, the wellness clinic and the wellness coach, stop smoking, but as I can see, Sister Shakila still has something to offer. So really you can't go wrong here. And what is that?
So I'm going to quickly say it's Shape Up for Life is a free 10-week weight management course for those who wish to lose weight again and learn how to maintain a healthier weight in the long term. So remember that Let's Get Moving was just about exercise. This one is a nutrition workshop, 45 minutes nutrition workshop, totally interactive, and 45 minutes of is an exercise. But you have to have a BMI over 25. To access this one, yes.
Right. So BMI is basically in the overweight category.
Overweight category, yes. And you have to have GP consent again if it's a long-term condition. It's all based in the Millfield area. The next program are going to start in September. It is a 10-week session. Yeah, it's a 10-week program. It's delivered in group settings, so we can have. At the moment, we're looking at, if we have enough interest, we could do single, you know, like males just or females or mixed gender. There's morning sessions. I totally forgot to say we're running in the evenings as well. Some of the programs are running in the evenings.
Wow.
But if you want more information, come to the launch event.
Yes.
Get all this information from us there.
This Saturday, the launch event is going to be taking place in the city centre in front of City Hall from 10 a.m. onwards. A lot's going to be shared with you. A lot of referral forms can be filled out over there. You can register yourself in many of these classes. It's really worth it. Remember, listeners, that it is itself a form of worship to look after the life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Okay? And it is gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the life that He has given you and that you are looking after it. I mean, what more could we want? And we are so fortunate here in Peterborough that we have services like this. To be very honest, I am not sure of any other service of its kind within any other city of the same scale as Peterborough, offering so much. And we are so fortunate to have this. And this is what this show is all about, to bring you these services and to make you aware of them. And Sister Shakila is only around the corner in Gladstone Community Park Centre. And oh my goodness, we've finished. Sister Shakila, thank you so much for joining me.
Pleasure to be here.
It was wonderful.
You made it very comfortable.
Oh, I'm so glad that you feel that way. Come again. We'd love to have you again. And, you know, you've given us a lot of information. And listeners, thank you once more for joining us on this program. I will be back next week with another, hopefully, fun-packed program for you on the Body, Health and Mind Show. In the meantime, look after yourselves, stay healthy, stay happy. Ring the number 01733 894 540. I thought I'd squeeze that in the last couple of minutes to gain access to the Let's Get Moving, Let's Get Healthy, and to obviously all of the children activities, the wellness coach as well, and the smoking cessation clinic. You can never go wrong. It's all free of charge. Listeners, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. This is the Body, Health and Mind Show with Dr. Shabina.